Hey butterflies, it's your girl Pam, and today is my first video about my journey on Mounjaro. Now, if you've never seen me before, my name is Pam, and I am a mother of 3 beautiful daughters. My twins are 30, and my youngest daughter, she is 20. And then I have four heartbeats, my grandbabies. I have 3 boys and 1 girl. Now, by trade, I am an educator. I've also owned numerous businesses. I am currently doing a notary business with being an officiant. I'm a marriage coach. Got a lot of little feathers in my cap, but what I do enjoy is making sure that I share with other people. So that's why I'm sharing this part of my life. It wasn't the easiest decision, and honestly, I've taped a lot of things, but I wasn't ready to post them. Now, I am not one of those people who sugarcoats a lot of stuff. Not getting ready to do a whole lot of editing and all of that stuff. Let me be completely transparent. This is for me to document my journey. I have gone through so many things in my life, which most people have, but I haven't always documented from the start. Now, 4 years ago, I had breast cancer, and I started documenting, but I am a little bit more open to doing it now. I was in the thick of things, and I was just completely drained, and so I didn't document as much as I wish I would have. But this particular journey, although it was thrust upon me, it's one of those things that I want to kind of document. So actually today is my 1-month anniversary from taking my first injection. So I wanted to kind of commemorate that and be able to make my first video. So as I stated, March 10th of 2026, I took my first GLP-1 injection. I am on Mounjaro. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't planning on getting on this at all. I have had conversations with my doctor forever and ever and ever. And I kept saying no. We've had conversations about operations and different things of that nature. And I always said no. But I had to realize that I could not do it by myself. And even though at that particular time on the 10th, when I went to the doctor's office, my plan was to tell her, no, I decided that I'm going to continue to try to get this weight off. It didn't happen that way. One, because I had gained weight coming off metformin. And I didn't know, honestly, I didn't even make the correlation between the two, that I was gaining this weight because I had came off of metformin. Now, the reason I came off of metformin is not for any specific reason other than the fact that I was having an adult temper tantrum, and I just didn't take any pills. I didn't take any blood pressure medicine. I didn't take water pills. Now, I do not condone this. Do not try to follow behind me because you will get yourself in trouble. But I was so tired of pills and going to the, doctors and scans because of my breast cancer. And so I just had an adult temper tantrum, and I just decided I didn't want to do it anymore, and I didn't. So anyway, when I came off metformin, the weight kept going up and up and up, and I couldn't figure out why. And so the day that I went, well, let me rewind. 3 months prior, my doctor and I had an agreement that I would take the next 3 months and do whatever I needed to do to try to get the weight off. It was not working. And I used to tell my friends, and I've even told the doctors, I do not make light of the statement that I'm making, but I honestly felt like somebody that was addicted to drugs. I just could not, I had no self-discipline. That's what it was feeling like to me. I had no idea there was a certain thing called food noise. I had no idea. And the only reason that I found out is I just happened to stroll on, social, and saw Oprah talking to Serena Williams, and the doctor that, Oprah loves now, that, I guess gave her permission to understand that obesity was a disease. And so when I realized that, I was like, I'm not crazy, because I honestly thought I was crazy. I honestly felt like these voices are, as much as I tried to not go and indulge, I could not help myself. And when I say I could not help, I mean I could not help myself. And I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, right? Are you really, really kidding me? But I realized after hearing that conversation that maybe I need to look into this GLP-1 just a little bit closer. I had a friend, and she was on it, and she shared her experience. And even when she and I talked, she was like, Pam, look, I'm not going to tell you to take it or not take it. I can only do what's best for me. But if you need any additional information, I'll be more than happy to share. And that's what she did. So I still, a hair injection, I didn't know what it looked like. I couldn't even imagine trying to stick myself, right? I have a hard enough time trying to take my glucose. And so to have it being stuck in my stomach or my leg or my arm, I was like, yeah, that's a no-go for me. I went to the doctor on the 10th of March, and my A1C went from 6.9 to 7.3. I had to come to the realization that I could not do this on my own. I had to have some help. And so I agreed to take the shot. Now, what I knew, that if I didn't take it right then, I wasn't going to take it. Like, if I took it home, it was somehow I was going to talk myself out of it. So the nurse came in. She gave me my first dose. I didn't feel a thing. And I was like, okay. So I've been taking it every Tuesday. And thus far, in 1 month, I'll weigh again this Sunday. Today is Friday. I'll weigh on Sunday. And thus far, I've lost 10 pounds in 1 month, and 10.9 to be exact. So I just, the bottom line is it's working, but God knows I need to get this weight off. And yes, will that be an added bonus? Absolutely, it will. However, I can tell by me getting my glucose under control. It was when I first started in March, taking it on a regular basis. I would take it fasting, and it would be like 130, 136. And I knew it needed to be under 100 or closer to 100. And guess what? We've had 101s, 109s, 110s, all fasting. And so I can tell the difference. Now, I will be sharing some of the things that I've done. What I will give you a little peek. I really have not had any side effects. Now, is it a quirk? I don't know. But I have not had any side effects that have made me want to stop doing this. Now, my heart goes out to the folks that have. I will share in my next video of exactly what I have been doing to kind of reduce any of the side effects. I'll tell you the ones that I have had, and I will tell you what I've been doing. Now, everybody's body is different. I'm only sharing my story. I'm not in the medical field at all, but at least you can have some point of reference to be able to help you, and maybe it'll work. So I will share with you. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, if you're looking for me to switch shirts, I'm going to be, because I've got a day job, I've got a side business, I have my kids, my grandkids, and me, right? So I'm just letting you know, if you're looking for me to be in a different shirt every time, it just ain't happening. I'm going to batch create. I'm just telling y'all up front. I understand that I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but for those of you that want to stay, you are so welcome. You will be my butterflies. And that is my loving name for you all out there. And I really want this to be a platform where we can come and discuss things and support each other. So I will share as much as I know in these wonderful 5 weeks that I've been doing this. But we're going to be on a journey. I hope you come along for the ride. And I hope that it will help somebody if they want to make a decision on whether to or not to go on this journey themselves. All right? So we'll talk to you later, butterflies. Love you.